Hey guys, welcome to yet another episode of the Cuptalk show. Now, today is just a special day for us, yeah? Just like the way you see the three of us, yeah? The triple squad, the trio. We're being sponsored by Top Mentor in Uganda that's bringing you the Cool Teens Experience. Cool Teens Experience. Now, a couple of students managed to have their acquaintance with this energy of the Cool Teens Experience. Shout out to the guys at SETA. Hi, these are the guys who gave us the first audience to the Cool Teens Experience. Now, just make sure that you go and follow up Top Youth Mentoring Uganda on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just in case we are coming to your school, be ready. Because this coming month, third term, regardless of the stress that might come about with the exams and all that, Cool Teens Experience is coming to your school. Now, here we're going to be just doing talent. If you're into music, dancing, rappers, guys into poetry, just be ready. Cool Teens Experience is back at your school. Yeah, all right, now, allow me hand over this to our host today, Patricia.
Hi guys, welcome to the Cuptalk show once again. Yeah, and today we are going to be talking about would you rather be self-employed or employed? Yeah, as we all know, self-employment means when you either owning your own business, you're your own boss. Yeah, either you have an organization but you're the top boss, or you're running a business, and you're employing yourself. Yeah, you don't have somebody telling you what to do and all that. And then being employed is where you're working under someone. Yeah, either you're working for a bank, you're working for an organization as a worker, or an employee under someone. Yeah, and today we are going to be talking about that with my colleagues Shan and Marvin. Yeah, you guys. Let me start with Shan. Shan, tell us, what would you rather do, or what do you think would work best? Is it to be employed or self-employed?
Okay. Thank you so much, Patricia. I'm so humbled to be part of this show, and for me, I would think it is always good to be self-employed. Like, if you have the capacity to start up something of your own, please do it, because you're not going to be under any pressure. You're going to be doing things the way you want them to be. Because when you're working under someone, you do what they want you to do, not what you want to do as a person. You get? So in case you want to do something, maybe when you're employed, you have to first raise your point to your bosses and see whether they can go with what you want to do as a person. You get? But if you're like self-employed, you create your own ideas and then put them into like you make them you
realize them.
Yes, you realize them and you try them out. Like, there's always trying when you're employing yourself. When you're self-employed, you think about something and then you be like, let me do this. If it works out, then well and good. If it doesn't, it's life. It's that's what they tell us in business. You take risks, and then if it happens to be good, you're well to go. If it doesn't, but for me, I think it is always good to be self-employed, and like you can do anything that you want, regardless. Because if you're like being employed, look at situations where maybe your parent is sick or something. You're not going to be off work for a month and then come back at the same workplace. Or let's say you're pregnant, you're going to need like 3 months of like leave, and this job is not going to be like there, like waiting for you to come back and then resume with work. No. So for me as a person, I think it is always good to be self-employed for the better, unless the job, because there are government like jobs that give you leave over like 3 months and you come back, or a month then you come back, unless the job is really going to give you very good money that can help you out. You'll be like, even if they don't retain me again, I can leave or start something with the little money I have. Yeah, that's my take on that.
Okay, thank you, Shan. So Marvin, give us your take on that. Would you rather be employed or self-employed?
All right, thank you, Patricia. Now, for anybody who knows me or people that I've grown up with, they know I do hate being employed. I grew up with this mentality of I just don't want to be under anybody's supervision or working for somebody. Yeah. Now, personally, I always wanted to be an autonomous person. Yeah. when it comes to work. I really wanted to, pursue my own aspirations. If it means to inject effort, inject in something that I know I'll reflect on like 20 years, 50 years from now, and I'll be like, okay, it's good that I started this and I still have it. Yeah. However, there is I should call it a myth that was probably I really anchored on back then, because I always thought with personal employment like came better life and work and life balance. You understand? I felt like if I'm employing myself, then I would find a way of balancing life, lifestyle, and then work better, which doesn't really play very fine if you're working for somebody, because these people would expect results from you, and you work according to their schedules, and which means whether you like it or not, these people are going to compromise the way your life is supposed to be run, because the work you applied for is demanding. And another thing that really made me consider maybe in the future to really focus on maybe having my own thing that employs me is because of the CEO syndrome. Let me just call it the CEO syndrome. There's something that people in the top level management do have. These people always expect results, and they do not appreciate effort. And for me, I just feel like that's not fair. You understand? And when this entire effort pays off, they are going to take most of the credit. Yeah. I won't mention a brand, but we know of many CEOs out there by their names. Yeah. Okay. Let me just point out one who cannot really have legal pursuit on us. Let me give for example, Elon Musk. Yeah. We all know Tesla. Yeah. But there are other engineers under Tesla. There are other programmers in Tesla, people that we don't know about. You understand? In case a project fails, chances are that guy or the programmer or the engineer is going to suffer the repercussions of it. You're either going to lose the job, or you're actually going to get a ban or suspended. You understand? But in case the project is a success, we are going to see Elon Musk on our screens being applauded for Tesla's new invention. You understand? And that we never get to hear of the real guys behind this stuff we are appreciating. So for me, that CEOs, I should call it just the CEO syndrome. I just always never felt like I don't want to be under employment. But of course, when you grow up after school, you realize there are some things that come into play, and you aren't ready to start up something on your own. Now, for example, as a young person, I would want a steady stream of income. Yeah. Now, there's that. At least there's with employment, there's that guarantee of a paycheck at the end of the month. Yeah. So, as a young person who's just starting out the life, I would really want to rely on a steady stream of income. Yeah, which doesn't come with self-employment. Self-employment, you need to inject in time, effort, and everything for you to realize results of whichever project that you're running on. Yeah, which is not usually the case, that it just you realize profits at an early stage. Yeah, but as of now, I would really want to be in a position where I expect a steady stream of income. Then, secondly, with this corporate domain of being employed, yeah, it has let me just call it a pool of talents, a pool of professionalism, yeah. And then when you get into that pool, you're going to encounter this diversity in skill sets and all that, and then you get to learn from these peers, yeah, which might not happen if you are somewhere on your project alone. And chances are you're going to just rely on yourself as an individual. Yeah. So there's that skill set that comes with being in the corporate domain, yeah, being employed. There are some things that you learn on job, yeah, and then for somebody out there who is now probably wondering, okay, now you as Marvin, giving us this view of employment and then being employed, what would you prefer? Personally, I would say I'll prefer to have something of my own, yeah, something of my own because of the flexible working hours. That's something I always felt like I needed something that can allow me to operate when I want, yeah, when I want, not when somebody wishes. I feel like that's modern day slavery. Like, 9 to 5 jobs are just so demanding. Like Monday to Saturday, for those, some guys work on Saturdays until like afternoon, yeah, and you're supposed to report on a daily. I feel like it's really so demanding. Like, you just don't do things out of your will, but just because the contract deems you so, yeah, and maybe there is that, should I call it sense of fulfillment and that gratification or satisfaction that comes with having something of your own, and then it just blossoms. Like, you get that sense of gratification, the satisfaction that comes with it, which you don't usually get when you're operating under what? Corporate domain, or under a company, or under someone, because they're going to take the standing ovations in case something works out, yeah, and then you get the clap back in case it does what? It fails, yeah. So in case you're operating on something of your own, there's that satisfaction, that sense of fulfillment that you get when something works out for you. So for me, I'll still stick to that young me who always thought it's better to have something of your own. Yeah, thank you.
We have the CEO dreams. Thank you, Marvin. Well, for me, I would say it depends, yeah, where I am at. Because I've done both. I'm employed and I've had my own business before. So I would say, okay, to start with, if I'm a mother or I'm a wife, I think I would prefer to be, if I'm in that position, right now I'm not, but I'm just saying, if I became a wife and a mother, I think most probably I would opt for self-employment, yeah, because I've seen so many disadvantages of working mothers. They face a lot of problems. You cannot be asking for leaves all the time. Your kid is sick, managing your home, yeah, you come back home tired, you can't even, you don't know what even you don't know what, you would never even prepare a meal for your husband. We've seen so many people who are, have a lot of money, but they're not doing their wifely duties or motherly duties. Their kid is always falling sick. We've seen so many stories of housemaids slapping kids or stabbing them. I think you've seen that video that went viral of a maid. Literally, I would just want, when I reach that time, I would opt for being self-employed or having a part-time job. I would be employed, but doing a part-time job, yeah, where I can be, involved in my social life. I can take care of my kids well, because now I saw it with my young ones. I remember there was a time I left hostel and went home. I had forgotten some of my clothes, so I reached home. My baby sister was, I think, around 4 months. I wasn't even sure, but she was in months, yeah. And the maid had sat kumacha like at 6. It can be so cold. She's naked. I'm to tiles to avoid, and she's washing. I found the kids naked seated on the tiles around 6. Like, I think it was 7, but it was very early in the morning, and I felt so bad. And I was like, that is how kids start getting those chronic anemia, what? I don't know. Okay, for me as a woman, I feel like when I reach that time, I think I would just want to be self-employed. And then also, if I'm not really set to have enough capital to run a serious business, then I would not opt to be self-employed. Because most of the time, I've done an online business before, but it's quite hard when you don't have enough money. And just like the way you said, with being employed, whether it has rained or it is shining, when it's due salary time, you'll get it, yeah, which is not with business. sometimes the season is bad now, COVID, people are broke. Now you're having a business, people are operating bars, they have closed you up, money is not coming in. Yeah, so for me, I feel like I would choose what to do according to the situation I'm in. If I have an opportunity to have my own business, when I have enough resources, I've made enough research, I know what I'm going to do can sustain me, then I would. Because you could say I want to be self-employed, but you're going to sell toothbrushes, and obviously. And when, obviously, the end goal is to, survive. Yeah,
to survive.
Obviously, you cannot just do a business just because you want to. Obviously, the end goal is, financial stability. We want something that can sustain us.
True.
So I think for me, I would choose what to do according to the situation I'm in, but preferably, obviously, self-employment comes better because of flexibility, independence. You do whatever I want to do at the time that.
All right, can I say something? Okay, for me, I feel like the main reason as to why people usually find self-employment desirable is because of the job security that comes with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
In the job security, in a sense that the corporate domain is filled with, there's a lot of ambition and competition.
Oh, yes.
You understand? So you might find a teacher who was really good in 2006 is not really relevant right now because kids are now getting what? With digital and stuff, computer. You understand? Yet that teacher is not what? Conversant with that kind of teaching. You understand? Like the e-learning. Yeah? And then there are some teachers who are just fresh out of what? Campus, and these kids know how to operate these machines. You understand? So that, job security thing, I think plays a crucial role. Yeah? And then one thing about self-employment that's really funny, because me, I find it has the downside of it and then the beautiful side of it.
Yeah.
With self-employment, there are the boundaries in whatever you're operating in are not clearly set. You're going to be the general manager, you're going to be the salesperson, you're going to be the finance, you're going to be, you understand? You're going to be out in the field doing this. Like, the boundaries of how you should run the thing is not really what? The boundaries are not clearly set. However, on the other hand, that gives you the possibility of having, a diverse learning. You get to learn a lot of things, yeah, in the process. You're IT guy, you're social media influencer, you're brand ambassador. In the long run, you get to learn a lot of things, yeah. So I feel like sometimes we fail to get that balance of, but self-employment, I think, is better than personal what?
Yeah.
Being employed.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, that was it from today's Cuptalk show. Yeah. And thanks for watching. But please don't forget to, subscribe, click on the notification button so you don't miss out on these beautiful, videos. So as we are closing. Please give us your closing remarks. Shan.
Okay. Just like I said, self-employment is better, and I would end by saying it is always good to if you are like our age, if you have an opportunity of working under someone, it is you can go for it because you will not have the starting capital. And the people we see, the big people who have a lot of money, didn't also start by being bosses.
Yeah,
they started by maybe working under someone or so it's always good to start from the little or the, like, you could be getting little money from where you're being employed, but still it can help you out. It's better than sitting down and waiting on maybe getting the money to start up your own business. You can't get it when you're just seated. So I would advise like my fellow youth because
get employed.
To first, maybe if you have an opportunity to work for someone, you start from somewhere and maybe from there it will help you reach where you want to go or achieve your goals. Yeah, that is it from me. Thank you for watching our show. Yeah,
thank you, Shan. So maybe give us your closing.
Yeah, all right. I think for me, Shan has said it all on my behalf, but I just want to remind you guys, because this is the last time maybe I'm talking on this particular episode. Yeah, the cool teens experience, as you see, the beautiful ladies in the navy blue, yeah? The cool teens experience is coming back now with actually more and vibrant energy.
Yeah.
So if you're there, remember to go on Topoa Youth Mentoring Uganda, Facebook, Topoa Youth Mentoring Uganda, on Twitter, Instagram. Always follow just in case we are coming to your school and prepare in advance. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you, Melvin. So for me, I will still say I don't even, because I feel like each one of the
That's a good side.
yeah, it has a good side. But for me, like I said, when I reach the time of being a mother and a wife, I will definitely be self-employed to get more time for my family, and I wouldn't want to be that wife who it just doesn't. I'm so passionate about family. Yes, so I would want to grow with my kids, frame them, put them, shape them the way I want them to
Time with
be.
them.
Yes, so they grow up that they are these,
Part of them, master.
Can I say something? Can I say something? Okay. Maybe because of time, but I wanted to say this, yeah? The thing that Patricia is having, it's a myth that we all have when you're getting into the field of what? Of self-employment. But trust me, that thing is more demanding than when you're employed. Remember, I told you, you're going to be having over 5 departments you're running in your one company.
That
yeah?
is a change.
And it's more demanding. These CEOs have sleepless
I've been
nights.
self-employed
Yeah?
before I got a job. I'm telling you out of experience.
All right, but what I know is, if you're in self-employment and you're really ambitious, times are you not going to have enough sleep? Just like how
Obviously,
the
I'm not
person
going
is
to be
employed.
ambitious when I'm a wife and mother. I will need some money to keep me going. My mates will chase to be the billionaire.
I feel you.
Because if I was ambitious, I would have stayed. Anyway, guys, that was it from us today. Don't forget, to comment in the comment section and let us know what you think about this. Tell us your ideas and what you think. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Till next time. Bye.